120 words per minute. Get ready. Start. An advertisement published in the newspaper Dainik Jagran dated 25th July, 2009, inviting applications for filling up 8 posts of LT grade assistant teachers, issued by Swami Leela Shah Adarsh Sindhi Inter College, Charbagh, Sahganj, Agra, within bracket for short, the institution bracket close, gave rise to the instant writ petition stop para. The writ petition was initially heard by a learned single judge within bracket Honorable A.P. Sahib bracket close, who, I'd order dated 29th October, 2009, after having noted divergent opinions expressed by a learned single judge in Committee of Management, Sri Kund Jain Inter College, Muzaffarnagar versus State of UP and others, 2006, within bracket 3 bracket close ESC 1528, within bracket all bracket close, and a division bench in N.B. Lal versus District Inspector of Schools and others, writ petition number 9776 of 1984, decided on 31st August, 1984, on the one hand, and the judgment of learned single judge in Management Committee of M.M. Inter College, Chandpur, District Bijnor versus Deputy Inspector of Education, 3rd Region, Bareilly and others, 1984, within bracket 1 bracket close UP LBEC 271, as also the judgment of the Supreme Court in Kolwana Gram Vikas Kendra versus State of Gujarat and others, 2010, within bracket 3 bracket close AWC 2543, within bracket SC bracket close, on the other, proceeded to refer the matter to the Chief Justice for constitution of a larger bench, framing 3 questions for consideration stop. The reference made by a learned single judge was accordingly placed before a division bench, consisting of Honorable Ashok Bhushan, within bracket as he then was bracket close, and Honorable A.P. Sahi stop. The learned judges in the division bench have written separate concurring orders and framed questions, requesting the Chief Justice for constitution of a larger bench stop. In the reference order, both the learned single judges have independently expressed their opinion, based on the judgment of the Supreme Court in Kolwana Gram Vikas Kendra, within bracket supra bracket close stop. The question framed by the division bench, and which now fall for our consideration, read this stop para. Whether the law laid down in the case of N.B. Lal versus District Inspector of Schools, within bracket supra bracket close, that provisions of Chapter 2 Regulation 5 providing for filling a 50% post by promotion of assistant teacher violates the right of minority institution guaranteed under Article 30 of the Constitution, stop para. Whether the institution claiming itself to be a minority institution and acknowledged as such by the state government is entitled to not to consider the claim of promotion of teachers of the primary section of intermediate colleges claiming promotion under the government order dated 25/11/2005, whereby 25% quota is reserved in their favor, on the ground that it offends Article 30 of the Constitution of India, stop para. Whether the provisions relating to promotion in respect of teachers, of intermediate college contained in Chapter 2 of the regulations framed under the UP Intermediate Education Act, 1921, can be treated to be regulatory in nature, not violative of rights under Article 30 of the Constitution of India, stop para. The questions framed by the division bench centered around the applicability of the provisions of Regulation 5 contained in Chapter 2 of the regulations framed under the Intermediate Education Act, 1921, within bracket for short, the Act, 1921 bracket close, and whether the said provision violated the rights of a minority institution guaranteed by Article 30 of the Constitution, stop. When the matter was heard by the division bench, the learned judge found themselves unable to accept the view taken by the division bench in N.B. Lal and accordingly opined that the same would require reconsideration. Stop. It is in this backdrop that the present full bench came to be constituted.